Peace for us as believers is not the absence of trouble, but the presence of Jesus in the midst of the trouble. So this is the confidence that keeps us going as believers, as children of God. That's why you find out that two people are going through the same challenge, but one is at peace and then the other person is depressed and downcasted. That's because the other person has surrendered his or her all her troubles to God, and then has allowed Christ camp with him or her. And the presence of Christ in your life gives you peace in the midst of storm. Matthew chapter 15 from verse 22 down to 33 tells us the story of Jesus and his disciples and how he walked upon water. One thing that keeps you at peace is putting your eyes on Jesus, like remaining focused on Christ. When you read through the story, you will find out that at some point, Peter took his eyes away from Jesus. When Jesus told him to come towards him, when he asked if it could walk towards Jesus, if it was really Jesus walking on the water, that if it was really Jesus, Jesus should ask him to come. And then Jesus said, come. And then his eyes were on Jesus. You could see that he was walking on water. But as soon as he concentrated on the wind, on the storm, he began to sink. This is what happens when you remove your focus from Christ as your source. You remove your focus from Christ as your father, as your provider. In the midst of the hardship of this world, you begin to sink. You see that the problems begin to drown you. But once you put your attention on Christ as your sovereignty, as your all and all, you find out that you'll be able to walk on water, walk on top of that situation. You find that that situation will not drown you. Instead, you have it all in control because Christ is your focus, because you are focused on Christ. Also, for you to remain at peace in this world is to make Christ the center of your life. Invite him into your life, invite him into the boat of your life. Because we could see that the presence of Jesus in the boat of his disciples calmed the storm. So this is what the presence of Jesus does in your life. When Jesus is in the boat of your life, he calms every storm, and it's not just that he gives you peace in the midst of that trial, that situation. He will actually say, peace be still to those storms. So if ever you've been feeling so depressed, so overwhelmed by your present condition, why don't you look to God as your sovereignty? Why don't you depend on him more? Why don't you fix your eye on him only? And you see that he will come true for you. He'll give you peace and that problem will be solved. Praise God. So if you want to seek scriptures that will help you fix your eyes on Christ or give you peace, then look at the scriptures here and here. See this one here and this one and this one. Yeah. So thank you for watching and God bless you. Remember that peace is not the absence of problems, but peace is the presence of Jesus in the midst of the problems. Thank you for watching and God bless.